That ice accumulates, and so that's why it's so difficult, but also it causes vehicle accidents.
Sub is once again preparing to see how strong their power grid is when handling ice and the potential for downed trees hitting those lines.
So of course, we do monitor the weather prior to these storms, and we look for two things essentially: how much ice and how long.
Just like EPUD, Sub has been preparing their crews ahead of the icy conditions and urging customers to be ready for the possibility of power outages.
It does look like this forecast is calling for more like 1/10 of an inch of ice rather than 2 inches, so that is certainly something that is helpful, but we don't take anything for granted. We just have to be ready for anything.
With Sub's power grid taking by far the biggest pounding during last year's ice storm, the utility board says they've been already preparing for a worst-case scenario, especially after they've already experienced one.
I think we had 75% of our system out at one time or another during that time. So it was huge for us. It was certainly the biggest storm that we have had in our history.
With Sub having an established method in how they restore power, it's important for customers to be aware that just because they may not see a crew actively working near them, it doesn't mean they aren't trying to fix the situation further down the street.
Public safety has to always be the first thing that we think about. So making sure that our hospitals had power, that our police had power, that we got rid of any kind of lines down on the road. So you have crews out there that are focusing on that.
Coming up at 6, I'll show you what both utility companies said they learned and the new procedures they improved following last year's ice storm. In Springfield, I'm Noah Chavez reporting.